for the U.K.E-liquid Mixing Show. Are you ready? I said, are you ready? Ready? Let's go. In a world of vape, where flavors collide, we gather round with mixtures we can't hide. YouTube's our stage, where the magic unfolds. Welcome to the show, where the flavors behold. Mixing and vaping are in for a ride. The clouds we create, we can't deny. From strawberry delight to a caramel dream.
Welcome to the U.K.E-liquid Mixing Show. It is a Wednesday night and it's time to talk a little bit about mixing and things. So if you are in chat, just have a look at the top and see if you're in Twat Chat. If you are in Twat Chat, swap it over to live chat and you will keep up with everything we are doing. So who we got on tonight? You've got myself, Benny Vapes. We've got the one and only... Do you know, I'm thinking I'm on fucking... What is it, on NUVS? I think I'm on NUS then. I went my mind going...
Then I
the one and old golfer extraordinaire at the fishing hole.
Yeah, fucking got it. So we've got our own mixing guru, which is Graham Net Reality. We've got our own mixing detective, which is Liam Sherlock Holmes. We've got our own mixing maestro, which is Tim Advocate for Liberty. And we've got the green goddess of mixing, which is Lady Liberty. Welcome, Mona. That's because I got it all ass to face. I got it all ass face, upside down. Fucking words. That's what the problem is. There you go.
Words are fun, Benny.
I know. Take me time.
just adjust my screen.
Yeah. Right, so what we're going to do is we will get, because there's only a few people in, we'll get it out of the way now. We'll get Liam to just have a run through chat. Have a run through chat, please.
In chat tonight is Gary Foster, Frankie Jazz 24/7, John Vaping Joker, the Vaping Snowman, Christopher Earl, Canadian Vapor, Lady Liberty, Hanky Panky 70, and Tim You Dickhead.
You done Canadian Vapor?
I did do Canadian Vapor. That is everybody so far.
Good. So that's it. Yeah, Grateful Ant's just popping in. So if he does miss you out, just put dickhead. But there's not that many of you in yet anyway, so we haven't missed anybody.
Well, he never says my name anymore, so I had to put dickhead in there to get recognition.
Well, I don't read. I obviously don't read the other casters out that are in chat.
Well, Liam, I like it when you talk to me, okay? I like it when I hear you talk to me, all right?
Hang on. I might go off for a second.
Hey, Rocky.
See ya. Rocky, you all right, mate?
No, I'm not joking.
You might have seen there that Mr. Tim has put some codes in. He got some codes for his birthday, and he's sharing with you. So you can go over to Noms, and you can get 15% off by putting, is it AFL?
AAFL, yeah.
Or Liberty, shortened.
No, it's Alien Ant Farm Life.
Yeah. And if you are on BCF, you can get 10% off for all of the month.
Yep, for my birthday, they let me have a 10% code.
Yeah, you send me it through, and I'm like, why are you sending me it through? Because I can't even use it. I'm not in America.
Yeah.
You never know. You can spread it to someone who can. Someone talks to you and let them know.
2 seconds. Hello, Hanky Panky, you sexy bastard.
So yeah, go over and use it. That one for Noms is quite good for 50 pence off. 15 pence off. 15% off.
Benny, they're being weird.
Ah, mate, I think it's going to be one of them nights, mate, to be honest with you. Well, it's just one of them nights. So what we'll do, we'll have a little bit of a buffet. And see what everybody's vaping on. We will start with Graham.
Okay, I'm on the Gore 21 with the barrage on top, and in that I've got some, it's called a hard place. It's between a rocky and a hard place. That's well, it's got milk and honey in. That's all I can remember. And it's got caramel in, and it's got crunchy, what crispy corn, not crispy cornflakes, crispy rice, crispy. Stop laughing.
Crispy rice, crispies, and crispy cornflakes.
You're gonna have to get hanky.
Oh no, God! I've got the Target 200 with the eye tank on top, and in that I've got some Heisenberg.
Heisenberg.
I've got more than two.
Ooh.
I broke out my Aegis Legend with my custom Aegis skin on with Picture of Death on, and I've got the Asmodeus Blank on, and in that I've got some Death Cake, which is basically Death by Chocolate with fudge cake.
Was that the one we talked about, Graham?
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, that looks really good. That sounds really good.
Got the original Liquid Barnes lava cake. I found a bottle of it in the bottom of the drawer, and I'm on this thing with some Onyx in, and I'll pass it over to him.
Okay, so I got the Steam Crave Hadron Pro 250C with the Steam Crave Aromamizer V2 Supreme on top. And in that, I am running on a new liquid that was only mixed up 2 days ago. It was 100 ml, which is New York cheesecake, New York Capella Vanilla Custard V1, one of the flavors boysenberry raspberry, and one of the flavors blackberry.
Ooh.
And a touch of super sweet.
And a touch.
A touch, just a pinch. And I've also got the Smart Nord 4 with the same mix running in now. And over to Tim. I'm just going to go make a nice 3-course meal.
Oh, this is simpler today.
Including the roast.
So I got the GT4 on top of the guar. I have something caramel in there. I can't remember what it is. So I can't find the bottle, so I probably put the rest of it in here.
I'm just checking to see what was in mine.
I've also got the Barrage on top of the custom Aegis skin, Aegis Legend, and in that I have that blueberry banana smoothie I made the other night. Simple recipe, but I want to test out the Wonder Flavors blueberry smoothie. It's actually a pretty decent flavor. It just needs to be filled out. It's a little bit watery, but good. I've got, I'll take that for last. All right. So in my heavy hitter with the Ardent on top, celebrating Stan's new.
You said it wrong. You said it wrong.
What?
Heavy hitter.
I can't do that.
Oh, yeah, you can.
So in that, I got one of the birthday mixes. I've got Stephen Lane's Happy Born Day, Tim, in that. And then I've got Steam Crave Titan on the Titan 1.5. And in that, I have this weird a moratorium thing there, this fudge, I think is what it's called. Country fudge.
Yeah.
Country fudge. And then I'm finishing up the last of the yuzu pie in the E100 on top with the E100 from that's the internal battery version from Geek Vape. And with that, I'm going to pass it to Lady Liberty. I've got more, but those are the ones I'm actually vaping.
All right, hold on. I got to wake myself up from that. Okay, so I got the recoil on the Gruss, and I have my buttery butter rum milkshake that I made last night. It's absolutely fantastic. The Thelema with the nitrous that has pumpkin cheesecake. The other Thelema with the goon, and that has the coffee toffee candy I made for Tim for his birthday. And as always, my handy dandy cross with the caramel marshmallow banana custard. Take it away, Benny.
Thank you very much. I'm on the guar with a trilogy on top, and inside that, I'm just trying to finish off stuff. I've got some strawberry cream from Seriously Donut. It's all right. It's not bad. It's not brilliant. I'm on the Nautilus Prime, and inside that, I've got some 2X. I don't know what it's called. 2X blueberry raspberry. Oh, this is. Blue raspberry fizz 2X. Same again. It's all right. It's not brilliant. I'm also on the box with the cubics inside, and inside that I've got some Macca's R by4, and that is me. That is me. So yeah. So has anybody been up to anything in chat? Do you need any hands with anything? If you are new to mixing or you want to ask any mixing questions, just drop it in chat and we'll get round to it. But have anybody been up to anything this week? Graham, you've been doing a little bit of mixing, haven't you?
Yeah, I've mixed that lava cake. I also mixed something with Lucky Shot OS DIY. I'm letting them steep before I try them. Same with this between a rocky and a hard place. It's down to about there now, and
right.
It's only been 4 days old. So I do need to steep because I have no idea what it's like when it's properly steeped. I just checked it's an RY4, which I didn't realize it was. It must have the RY4 really low because I was using smoked butterscotch in it as well.
Right.
But what if it seems like it's ready to go, but I'm going to leave it a couple of weeks before publishing the recipes. But apart from that, just been playing a game with Liam most of the week.
Yes, don't we know?
And that's mean.
Yes, I've been playing a game. Been in and out of Zoom like an Oz draws.
3 in the morning we finished last night. Well, didn't finish last night.
Proof that my comment in chat is real because that's the only way they got mixed. Proof. He was too busy to mix.
At 3 o'clock in the morning going, look, I'm down there again.
Connor, you all right, mate?
Have you two been up to anything?
Trying to save the community money. That's it.
Shows and
and promoting 2 major sites, that depending on what side of the pond you're on, both sites, deserve.
So you're an influencer now, are you?
On what?
I'm sorry?
An influencer.
An influencer.
You have to get on TikTok.
I don't care about influencing. I just care that people get to save money in the community, buy more flavors, and get involved in this even more and fall down the rabbit hole like Graham did to me.
TikTok is evil.
It is.
This way here, you have a better excuse to get a hold of Graham and get those extra big carts because you save more money that way. The bigger the cart, the more money you save, right, Graham?
It is true.
And I started playing with Focus myself last night and doing my own AI background, so I don't have to have Tim do it for me anymore.
Yep. See what we did, Graham? See?
The rabbit overlords.
Talk about an influencer.
The AI rabbit overlords are taking over.
Yeah.
Are those ones I made for you?
No, I just said I made these last night.
It looks similar to one I have. At least I don't have it on this. I think it's on that computer, the one I'm thinking.
So you picked up your computer.
There is a theme going on between those 2 backgrounds and those 2, isn't there? The rabbits are taking over the world. The UFO is landing on a city, and there's an army of white rabbits.
Lady Liberty now has a logo I made for her. She has a logo I made for her too.
Yeah.
Like a new Disney film.
Size it and stuff.
Yeah, rabbits.
It's fine.
Now you don't have to feel threatened by the rabbits. I'll make cute ones.
It's fine. We'll be safe. Those rabbits look like stormtroopers, so they'll just miss every single shot.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's why they genetically altered them to rabbits because now they don't miss.
Trust me, my rabbit likes playing with guns. She shoots me all the time, and if I don't play dead, she gets very upset.
Suba got sick. Scuba, you all right, mate? Lost all sense of smell and taste, but it's barely starting to come back. Sounds like COVID, mate. Sounds like COVID.
Yeah.
Hedge has done his first mix of the week. It's 70-30 with banana nut bread and yellow cake. Flavour not great, but letting it streak for 7 days before I try it again. I'm an novice at this mixing shit after all.
Yeah.
It's worth a try. It's worth a try.
PPA banana nut bread, because that takes a little bit of time.
It does.
Yeah.
Delicious flavor, though.
Well, the yellow cake will wreck your coils.
And well, it depends on what yellow cake is being used.
Yeah.
TPA isn't the greatest on coils either.
I'd also say if you're switching across from commercial, you do want to go putting a little bit of sweetener in there because it will lift up the taste for you.
Yeah.
And depending on the recipe, you want to save on your coils a little bit more. Use the jungle flavors yellow cake instead. But there isn't a slightly margarine-y, oily note in there compared to the Flavor West. So, but it does help your coils a little bit.
What
I
did
will lie.
Bill used to use? Because he used like a banana nut bread, didn't
Capella.
he? Was it Capella?
Capella.
Yellow
I
cake.
bet Bill was controversial. He used to really like Capella yellow cake
There you
when
go,
the
Capella.
vast majority of other people don't like it.
TSA banana nut bread.
Yeah, Scuba says it does. Already had it before. Not sure what it is this time, but there's loads of stuff going around. But there is COVID still out there if you've got it. And what's Canadian Vapor saying? Graham, I couldn't help but notice I've not gotten a tracking number as of yet in my inbox for the SA Bayonet. I'm sure you're already super busy whenever you get round to it. Thanks, love.
I've got a song about that.
What about Bayonet?
Ben, yeah.
Yeah, Graham, coveted. Need more crack. This is my ring. You need to give me more.
Make an SA order for everyone. Or chip in, make an big SA order, and I'll tell you the ones you can get.
I will say, not the
very
ones we've gotten
banana.
so far, other than this and flambe.
Group buys used to be a big thing, didn't they?
They did it one time.
They seem to have fallen out of favour.
Because people used to buy them, group buy, used to get mods and all sorts, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yep.
People used to group buy mods.
By the way, I never did finish that. So the reason I'm using the heavy hitter, by the way, is to celebrate, Stan has a new mod coming out. It's officially on Times Vape. Yeah, the new there's a new Dreamer clutch. So it has like a clutch style, like it has a different button that's similar to the one in this one, not quite the same. The Stan's been coming out. I've been sitting on that secret for about 6 months now. Thank you, Stan. I hate keeping secrets.
So when's it out then?
It's on Times Vape's site, but it's not got a date for release yet. And I haven't got a response from them yet about when it is being released. But yeah, I'm actually excited for that. That's going to be new. I mean, it won't be exactly the same as the original, but Dreamer, but it has similar like aesthetics to the Dreamer and with a new button. So
we did a Dreamer 1.5, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
They did the Dreamer and then the 1.5, didn't they? So what's this going to be, the Dreamer 2?
Dreamer clutch.
Oh. There's already clutch out there. So when you say clutch, people will be thinking a box mod.
That little box mod. Yeah, exactly. So it's a little confusing, but it is something new out there. And it's good to see Stan back in the game a little bit, I mean, he's been out of it for a while. Took him a while to get over all the losses
my
we
question
had.
when Tim told me about it too. Is it gonna be shaped like a clutch?
Yeah, well, that's what I
he
thought
didn't
when
tell
said
me
clutch.
all the details.
Yeah, so
he didn't
when
tell me all the details
clutch,
at first.
I thought it was like an amalgamation between a Dreamer and the clutch. Do you know what I mean? And that's what when you said clutch, like
He sent me some videos of like the way the button comes apart and said, "Oh, it's gonna be really easy to clean and clean your contacts with this one." I really like that. He did it with one hand while holding the camera. Let's say that, take it apart. That was impressive. So, hey,
Fiddy,
oh yeah, don't forget Fiddy, the
Just
5x5,
right, mate.
the 5x5.
Yes. So if you didn't know, there is a competition going on at the moment. How long's left on it? When's it got to be in?
By the end of the month.
Right, by the end of the month, on ALR, it is it 5 flavours from Flavour Art?
Flavor.
Flavour. I would say Flavour. Flavour.
5 flavors or more. It can be more than 5 flavors.
Or more.
Not including your additives such as sweetener, your coolants or anything like that, but they all have to be flavor as well. And at least for the recipe you submit. I mean, obviously you can use your own sweetener for your own testers if you want. But it also can't exceed 5%. You have to keep it private. You have to hashtag it. You have to comment in the thread. And the best thing about commenting in a thread is if you have just signed up, you won't have access to message people right away. You won't have a message button when you click on their picture. So ask for permission. That's a simple comment in a thread. Ask for permission to message them and then message them your private URL for your recipe. Do not release your recipe until after the winner is announced. All the rules are there. It sounds like
an Amazon EULA. Click the button.
Sounds fucking complicated to me.
And of course, the best thing about this contest is the announcement of the winner. It's on my birthday.
Ooh.
Oh, that's going to be really disappointing for you then, isn't it?
I won't be disqualified, Graham.
When Graham wins and goes,
so have you put one in, Lady Libet? Have you got one coming out for that? Have you got one coming in, Tim?
Yeah, I did wind up entering.
I'm
I was tempted not to, but I want to get as many You know, I want to support.
And what
them,
about
so
you,
yes,
Graham?
I
Are
do.
you slipping a little one in without getting
I
disqualified?
haven't done any. Well, I did one, and I don't know what I was thinking. I haven't had a go yet, so I'm gonna have another go at one point.
Mine's already submitted.
Yeah, but you don't get anything. It's a hare and a tortoise.
Oh,
Yes.
also,
Another hare.
an added thing I forgot to mention is 3 random winners get $25 either at BCF or NOMS. It says
Yeah.
BCF, but if it is someone on the other side of the pond, they will exchange it for NOMS 25,
Yeah.
or the equivalent or whatever for the NOMS side. So you can actually get things over there as well. And while you're at it, you can use the code AFL.
Yes,
And
and don't
15%
forget,
extra,
when you're
why not?
submitting it, as
Because
Adam
they
said,
were-
can you also include the credit card number and your mother's maiden name, please?
Yeah. Hi, Adam and
Well,
Birdman.
only if you submit that to Benny, apparently. That's some weird thing that Benny started. It's not really official, but go ahead if you want to. I wouldn't, but
This time around, it doesn't matter if you make those top 3. There's still a chance because there's 3 random winners as well.
yep.
So, I mean,
They're just
But it's
random
not about the
polls.
winning, it's about the taking of the part and beating
What?
Lady at Liberty.
It's about the AI.
What I've also heard is that if you actually get disqualified, then it's not actually going to be announced whether you're disqualified
Hey, Birdman.
until Lady's birthday, especially if it's one that Lady has submitted.
I already
Yeah,
know
and
I'm not disqualified. I put
Well,
in-
I say
Was that
that's
the
why.
recipe you showed us in Zoom the other night? Was it that
obviously.
one you entered?
Graham, I'm being so secretive that Tim doesn't even know any of the flavors in
She
my
won't
yeah,
let
he
me in
does
a
his
room when
looks.
she's
Oh,
working
yeah,
on.
his
She
looks.
tells me get out while I get to the door. Get out of
He's
here.
looked on your ELI. Don't believe him there.
But yeah, I will give Birdman credit. He's the reason I've been getting the mix back out again. Going
Stuart
to- and I
says-
finding the testing some flavors on it is actually of the dessert flavors. I forgot how good they are in a mech. Thank you, Birdman.
Steven saying, "Hi guys, want to get a new idea? Any suggestions? Cheese? Can't speak tonight. Fucking forget me. I'm just riding along for the ride here. So it all depends what you want from an RDA. That's the thing. Do you want a single coil? Do you want a dual coil? Do you want it
A whiskey drink? Do you want a lager drink?
lager drink? Do you want it side airflow? Do you want it Cyclops airflow? Do you want it mesh airflow? What's different airflows? Just
I
do you want it bottom
think
airflow, top airflow,
for
underneath
a
airflow?
flavor banger, if you don't mind paying a little bit more of a high end price, Alex has got Broken Home has that one that actually has gotten great reviews. I haven't gotten it yet. Is that one there? It looks like it's going to be like the one right now that's kind of replacing like the Hadley as far as a lot of flavor testers.
Well, Tim, I want side airflow, small form factor, single coil, with high end taste and high end finish, but for that bargain bucket price of $5.
Oh, that's the problem. That's the problem.
On the
That's the
lemonade
problem.
budget.
Well, I think
Lunar-
the nitrous is really good for all of that. Even with a dual coil, it feels like a single coil because it's so tight, but it's not $5.
The
Yeah.
Lunar RDA, Legio X, if you like
Sort
that.
out though, aren't they? I think
they
they're
got
sold
one
out.
I think they
Oh, they
got
got one in
left
blue.
this morning.
In blue. Yeah, so it depends how much pricing as well. Are you not bothered about pricing? Because, like I say, the way I've gotten it, if you're in the UK or America, depends where you are. You can, like say, get the Lunar, as Berman says, the best for conductivity. So the Lunar is out there. The Lunar, if you buy it from their site at the moment, they have got a sale on. I think that's about $50. I think it is. But obviously got to pay shipping.
I was looking for RDAs over the weekend because I fancy a new one.
All right, yeah, what you
I
fancy?
keep on coming back to the Asgard and just
Right.
go bite the bullet and get an Asgard. Well, it's not bite the bullet; they're dead cheap still.
Yeah, you
it's
can get.
really sold out.
It's completely sold. Yeah, completely sold out of the Luna. Unfortunate. Yeah, UK. So it all depends on what you want. There's the Blaze out there. You can get. There's the Nitro.
Oh,
you get
yeah, the Blaze. I've got the Blaze
Yeah.
here
There's
somewhere.
the like say the what's that one that you were just on about, Graham? Asgard.
Asgard Mini
Yeah,
is the
Asgard.
one I was after.
heard
Fiddy,
good
you've
things
not
about
sent
that.
me an email. Did you send it to the right person?
You sent
Nightmare.
it to that other Benny Vapes on
So,
Instagram.
yeah, send it wrong person, mate.
Oh
Send it
yeah,
wrong.
the nightmare. That was actually really
And
Yeah,
by the way,
there's
Biddy,
the
I know you're
Nightmare.
bragging, you know what I made, but that's because you're one of the judges, you goon.
that's a good point.
I think you can pick Nightmare up quite cheap, actually.
Yeah,
Oh.
I've seen the Nightmare for about 19 quid, 17
Yeah.
quid.
I'll have a quick
So-
look for you.
Oh, quick thing too about the ELR contest. I'm gonna be honest. The messaging system feels like you're posting, so it might feel that way to anyone who's not used to doing the forums. Like I'm not really a forum person, so it's a little weird. It does feel like you're trying to post something, but make sure if you use that message button, you are sending a message. But if you want to do what I did, ask specifically, make sure it's private before you send your recipe, so you're not accidentally posting. Because I think that did happen last time. They posted it in the thread on accident, which disqualified him right away. So please don't do that.
Don't believe him. He's just trying to trip everybody up so that everybody gets disqualified and he wins by default.
I don't care. I want to see people. I like the last time, last winter. Yeah, I liked it.
Hey, I don't care if I win or not. I participate because I made a big deal about it being on my birthday, the announcement.
Yep. I'm just happy to see people really getting. I mean, if you look at that thread with that being part of it, having to comment on a thread, I see a lot of posts on that. It is hard because what it does when you jump in there, it jumps you at the bottom a lot of times if you click on it, and then you have to scroll. By the way, don't scroll with the scroll bar on the side. Come over to the inside scroll bar. It goes a lot faster to get to the top where you can actually read it. I found that to be an issue with this one because it's getting to be quite the thread. I'm actually quite impressed.
Rocky figured out the problem. He sent it to Benny Hill instead of Benny Vapes.
They both. He should still get it. I think he would get those too, don't you?
Yeah. Just I would say you can get the 25 mil. The 28 is everything.
Benny's doing his bargain hunting.
I am.
Oh, okay.
I'm just looking.
To be honest, a lot of the newer RDAs are actually much more flavorful than the older ones.
Yeah, I imagine so.
They've come a long ways over the past like 6-7 years. A long ways.
You could always those Rainbow Vapes has got the tofu nudge, which is a good one for flavor tasting.
Yeah, I've heard good things about that.
And I think that's about tenner.
Oh, that'd be a
While
good
you're over there, you can buy some beignet donut from
Beignet?
Silverstone.
Yeah, it won't come. It won't come in this fancy bottle with this fancy writing on it, but I mean, it'll be all right.
There is the Valhalla as well. There's the Valhalla, isn't there? That one you can still get that. The the what is it? You can get the 25 mil Nightmare, but not the 28. 25 mil about 30 quid.
Had you saying they got the nudge? So feedback.
The nudge is cheap. You can get the nudge.
Yeah,
I don't mind the nudge. I've got the nudge 22. I've got little single coiler. That's all right.
Quick look. Hardware.
Oh, I didn't realize that, Rocky. Thank you. See, getting tips. Click
It
at the
depends
title
on,
at the
like I
top. It
say,
takes you to the top page.
It all depends on how much you want to pay for
They got the
it.
Death Wish Regenesis for 25.
Yeah, the Regenesis, yeah. It's a little bit hard to build on that, apparently, isn't it? Regenesis.
The MechLife Strata, which was the eSig 11, for 8 quid.
Where's that at?
These are all Rainbow Vapes. Dovpo variant for tenner. Quickly go through. The Hell Vape Rebirth for £9.
The
Hell
Rebirth's
Vape
all right.
Passage
Yeah.
for 8. So if you want to suck on Matt's Passage, just still leave. So
Yeah, that whole like angled rebirth, like airflow
oh,
gun,
right,
like,
the
does some
Tofu
punch
Nudge
flavor.
is 16. So you probably be a bet. Just get the Passage, something like the Passage.
Yeah. Have a look
So
on.
we can all
Let's
take piss.
Yes, you can suck at his passage.
Oh, that's tough, Birdman.
See, me, I'd go for stainless because I hate the smell of fucking copper on my hands.
See that I did, yeah, but
Fucking awful.
Tim,
got
you're
one
gonna want to
over
go
there.
with the copper because stainless arcs when you use it.
Yeah, that's what my fear is. Plus, copper, I like copper better. Yeah, I have problems with stainless. I conduct apparently better than stainless steel because I always shock myself. Always.
It's all over your head.
Look, they fucking stink.
The stink, yeah, but as long as the RDA isn't copper.
Yeah, but thing is, right, is I work with copper all day. I don't want my hands smelling of copper when I come home from work and use that. So I don't use it.
Ooh,
I used to love using my Kennedy 25. I used to love it, and I went to go use it a while back, and that's all I could taste is pennies now.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, oh, I hate that. I hate it. I love that RDA, but no.
Birdman has either. He has both for you, and they are stacked.
Yeah, I know. I got excited. You can ask her.
He reverse patina's copper because his hands have some weird chemical makeup, and stainless steel, he always arcs it, and like every time he shocks himself. Like he's
Well,
I can,
gloves.
I can take a
couldn't
fully
even
patinaed copper mod, and by the end of the week when I'm done it, where I hold it, it's not patinaed. But wherever I'm not holding it, it's patinaed. It's weird.
See, I tell everybody all the time, Tim is a weirdo.
I agree.
don't know that.
Oh, dear. Zip it, you all right?
Zippy.
Hi, Zippy.
So there's a couple there you
Hey,
can
Zippy.
have a look at, Steve. Like I say, have a look around. Have a look at bagging basements. But like I say, if you can get a Nightmare, they're in 25mm. You can get that. You can get the Valhalla. That's still around. You get the Valhalla Mini. There's about 30 quid. You can go on Rainbow Vape and have a look what they've got on there. So yeah.
Rainbow Vape's good because you always pick up a few concentrates while you're there just to push you
Exactly.
up the edge and stuff. And 2 RDAs for under 20 quid.
Exactly, yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad if you, like say, 2 of them, 20 quid. Get nudged, so you can 26 quid. If you want to get that as well. So
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so confused.
Yeah, I would say copper, Birdman, definitely. Yeah, she's right. I like copper.
Paul, you all right, mate?
Hey, Paul.
So, what I was thinking the other day, does anybody still use Red Touch?
As
I
in the
don't really
strawberry.
like it.
Yes,
I
the
don't
strawberry.
really like
I
Red
didn't
Touch.
like that.
I don't like it either.
I put
I
it
get like
I put it in that strawberry mix. You know, this deluding myself that I could taste strawberries now.
See, I would have to try it again because when I tried it before was at a time when I wasn't able to vape strawberries because they made me nauseous.
Mm.
And I'm getting to the point where I can taste strawberries again. So I'll have to try it.
I can't even remember the last time I used it.
It used to be a thing, didn't it? It used to be a thing that a lot of people would say, oh, use Red Touch, use Red Touch.
I tried. I got it because of Fresh, and I tried it. I get like a little bit of an off flavor out of it.
Yeah,
I don't
get
really like
strawberry
it.
out of it. No, I
don't get
a real-
strawberry.
No, I
He
didn't.
said he loves it.
Yeah, Fiddy just put, I love Red Touch.
Some people love it. It's a love or hate flavor.
Yeah.
I don't hate it, but I don't love it. I've tried it in some recipes. It's all right, but it
Yeah, I
doesn't
never know
quite
where
work
it
for me.
sits in a strawberry. Adam still uses Red Touch. I don't know where it sits in a strawberry. I don't know where you'd use it, what you'd use.
I
Red
think
Touch
it works
for.
well it works pretty good for people that are strawberry blind though. It does give something that they can taste. I do see more some
Doesn't
people,
look like
not
it.
all,
Certainly.
some people, not Graham apparently. But
Zippy
no,
loves
I
Red
don't know.
Touch.
For me personally, I don't really love the flavor, but
I'm just
I
saying
do know
what
it's
I use.
popular for a reason. I would
Yeah.
say try it if you can get a hold of it. Try it when you make it in order and see if you like it because you won't know until you try. Just don't get a big bottle in case at first. If you like it,
Yeah.
then get a big bottle.
I never used it that much. I tried it and I thought I really don't like this. Even combined with those strawberries, I always give it a funky taste, and I'm like,
I remember getting excited when I got it. I was like, "Yeah, I finally got this." Fresh been talking about this, and I tried it. I don't like this. It's
Yeah.
like,
yeah, I'm not. I was just thinking because you don't see many people talk about it.
Is this what the name of the show? Or the superstars, ex-superstars of
Yeah, I just read that.
flavor
Yeah,
concentrates?
Yeah. I was like,
all right, let's do a superstar that I do know. You know, TPA
Yeah.
fudge brownie is still the most fudge brownie of the fudge brownie flavors. It just dry. It's still the best flavor for an American style fudge brownie.
It's one of those things in the community though where everybody jumps onto the new.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's all you hear talk about is the new flavors until the next new flavors come out, and then they just jump onto that one.
Remember the
That's what-
the flapper pie obsession for
Yeah.
a couple of months.
Yeah.
You gotta get
That's
flapper
why
pie. Flapper
I just
pie
recently
goes
did
with
that.
everything.
I just recently did that new versus old episode for that reason. I'm going to do that again a few times because I want to compare some of the new versus old side by side to mix them, not just by single flavor testing, but in a mix. Try them side by side and see it. I did that. And the last one, yeah, the new flavor won in mine, but sometimes they don't. Sometimes those old flavors surprise the crap out of you.
Yeah, when we did the new versus old, I used TPA for the old, and then I used Swaggy and Jungle flavors for the new. The
Yeah,
old
well, that
one
was Swaggy's
so
was
much
like a
better.
boy band hitting the market, wasn't it? The VSL boy band.
Yeah.
They're all superstars.
Okay, well, I mean, I used butter raw, which I mean, it is the best butter out there, and then I used
I can't
the
argue
butterscotch raw or something like that. I can't remember. Brown sugar.
So you will know more than because you've all been mixing longer than I have. What are the superstars which haven't been replaced? You said fudge brownie.
Yeah, that's definitely. I don't think this was a replacement for lava cake. Well, even
Well,
though
we
lava
just-
cake was updated, it's still a star.
We just had in chat banana nut bread.
That is
Has
freaking amazing
anybody
flavor.
top that?
No,
So I never used banana, but it never thought because it's got nuts in it. I don't like nuts in my vape.
I don't get
It
it. I
has-
don't get banana nut bread. Full stop.
Yeah.
It's like pineapple on cake and then turning it upside down. Just okay.
Yeah.
Why would you put pineapple on cake? It's like putting pineapple on a pizza. Actually, I like
called pineapple
yeah, like that.
upside down cake. It's a thing,
gross.
Graham. It's
it.
common.
It's a thing. I know it's a thing. I'm not. I'm going to put. I'm going to put my foot in. The line must be drawn here. No further. No
All right.
pineapple and cake.
Straight out tell you though, Graham, pineapple upside down cake, amazing, delicious. Pineapple on pizza, you're gross.
Whoa. I'm on pineapple. What's up with you?
I'm against her on this. This is a fight in our household, and I'm never allowed to get pineapple pizza because of it.
I'm on
I don't
pineapple.
like cooked pineapple on and pizza sauce mixed together. It's a bad combo.
She also doesn't like supreme pizzas because she doesn't like black olives on them. I have a problem with that.
I don't
too.
like black olives.
Those
I'm
are
with you there. I
gross.
don't like black olives. No.
Here's another superstar flavor. What was it? Vanilla marshmallow 1-on-1. Has that been topped?
You're not gonna want to hear this, but
You're not going to hear it.
VSO marshmallow raw. It's actually
It's a cult. We can't get raw.
Does it
Get
feel
out.
like you got marshmallow in your mouth?
yeah.
I'm John Corleone.
I mean, if you cream it up, it turns into fluff. If you leave it as is, it's like just chewing on a marshmallow. I've tasted it side by side with actual Jiffy marshmallows, and they taste exactly the same.
Okay, I'll put it in your basket.
Hi,
Yeah,
Matthew.
that one's a good one.
Finny says, I don't get nuts in TPA nut. Nano nut.
Nut bread. Yeah, the banana nut bread.
Yeah. Adam says, Innerwear Sisha plus FA Red Touch plus JF Strawberry Sweet.
See, the one I don't like, and I've tried. That's the combo I tried.
Another
For the red touch.
You all right?
I'd rather instead of red touch, I prefer putting apricot in.
another superstar back in the day, wasn't it? It was vanilla. Was in virtually in every.
See,
Oh.
I didn't use vanilla that much. I didn't use vanilla. Only till you lot started talking about vanilla that I bought some vanilla, but I never bought it.
We
'Cause you
have
had-
one. The Nanam Supercharged has one that actually is a little easier to use and not quite as potent. It's a little easier to work with.
Does
See,
it
I
turn
like sweet
pink?
cream.
No, it doesn't
Sweet
turn,
cream,
but
I
it
like.
actually definitely has a very, very similar profile to vanilla.
See,
Are you talking about just
well-
the plain vanilla?
Yeah. the plain vanilla.
While we're on about marshmallow and vanilla, yeah. If you go back 5-6 years, EM was in the vast majority of custard mixes.
Yep.
Now it's not used anywhere near as much.
Because I don't like it in my custard. It throws a cotton candy burnt sugar note in my custard and just doesn't go there.
Finny doesn't get anything from MMVSO. Not a thing.
See, some people are having that issue. I don't know. Different taste buds are different. I really like it. A lot of people I know like it. And I'm not talking just the people on my show. I mean, we've had good responses about it. Overall, I think it's a lot of times your taste buds are gonna be different. So that might be one of those ones similar to strawberries where people taste it, some don't. Chocolates, unfortunately, Demilin, I keep searching for that. And now I can taste that off note, and it drives me nuts. Thank you, Demilin. I can taste the pencil shavings off note.
JVJ says, "What's red vanilla, please?"
Red vanilla. Oh, pink
Don't
vanilla
know.
is what Graham's talking about. Go ahead, Graham. Explain that.
No, it was just vanilla and turns pink.
Ah,
It turns a mixture slightly pink.
Yep.
Don't know why.
F-
But you can
I
tell
think-
you can tell with like the color of the brown, when it's deep, so you like that, and
Oh,
it's
that's got vanilla
that
in it.
slight
Yeah.
tint.
FA meringue as well. That used to feature in quite a lot of
yeah,
mixes.
yeah.
We finally got a contender. I'm debating on it. I got to test them side by side more, but that Noms, is
Yeah,
really
that
good
Noms
and
meringue
close.
I
is
tell you what, you used to see. A
I
lot
can't
of as well.
tell you. I can't tell you. I got to try them because they're right there. I can't tell until I mix
Lemon
with them.
Sicily would another one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Lemon
still
Sicily.
like that flavor.
Everybody used to use that because obviously when Dinner Ladies were out, everyone thought a mixture of that, and everybody used it. Everybody used it in all sorts, and you don't see that much being used. Lemon Sicily.
That's because it used to fade, wasn't it? You
know.
could struggle with it, will fade over time. So people started replacing it with other ones and just using the lemon Sicily just to back it up for that flavor.
Another thing with that though is a lot of people started getting pepper from it, so they stopped using it. We've heard that like a
Zippy's
lot
got
on
lemon
tincture.
Sicily.
Uh,
But that's the same as I like vanilla bean ice cream. And everybody,
Me too.
But I don't. People are like, I get pepper from, and I
Yeah.
never got pepper from vanilla bean
I-
ice cream.
You're talking about
Ever?
Flavor West, right?
No.
Flavor
See,
West?
that's it. I didn't use Flavor West. I used Capella.
See, I love
There's a-
Flavor West vanilla bean ice cream.
As I said a couple of shows back, that pepper though is because vanilla and pepper share compounds. So it depends on the flavor house and how they mix it. They might actually
Ian,
put
you all right, mate?
that extra capsicum in, and it comes across then as
As
pepper.
pepper, yeah.
To-
So I
to
never,
more
never
people.
got it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I never got it.
Is it,
The
is
other
it
one
number
that I-
one? Oh God, sorry.
Flavor West Orange, Orange Natural, and Ecto Cooler.
I've heard of
Ecto Cooler
Ecto
used to
Cooler.
Ecto Cooler used to be used a lot in creamsicle recipes when people were trying to do orange creamsicle. They used to be used a lot, and that's just fallen well out of favor. You don't
Rightfully
see
so,
that used at
Liam?
all now. What's that?
Rightfully so, or do you think they should revisit it? What's your opinion on that?
Ecto Cooler not so much, but the Flavor West Orange Natural still has a place in mixes. I mean, I know we got the Bakery Orange now, and FA
Yeah,
have got
Bakery Orange-
three. FA have got like three different oranges. The SSA is it baked orange? That's really good. But yeah, Flavor West Orange, it still has a place. It's still a nice sweet orange. It just leans a little bit more to that candy.
Yeah, but that could be good in like a orange creamsicle. It's hard to build out a
Yeah.
good orange creamsicles because the flavors we had, the new ones, they're not bad, but they're very soft. So maybe that would work, the right one to work. So maybe revisit that old orange because some of the new oranges, they don't work. They'll turn Tic Tac or something weird on you before you ever get to the point where it tastes right.
I've got another classic that I actually came across it when I was searching. I wanted to mix somebody's random recipe, and I just picked one and clicked on it. Vanilla swirl. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
vanilla swirl.
Yeah, I've started using that again lately.
Well, vanilla swirl were like a light ice cream, wasn't it? That's what it's
Yeah.
more of a.
But
than
it has
cream.
a slight like edge killer, which can also be a muting factor for some flavors. That's why I don't use it often because it tends to take the vibrance out of some flavors you want to be vibrant. So I don't use it that much anymore. There are other alternatives now that you can use in place of it that don't
Well, I'll tell
do
you what
that.
else.
But
Everybody used to what? Were Innerwear biscuit. That used to be a staple. Everybody used
Still
that,
use
didn't it?
it.
But you
Still
don't see,
use it.
'cause didn't they change the jungle flavors? Didn't they bring a biscuit out? That's
Yeah, but that's
oh, it's
softer.
not as good. Yeah,
Is it
it's
not?
different. It's different.
I think to my part, the jungle flavors the jungle flavors biscuit is pretty interchangeable with the Innerwear biscuit. There's not that much of a difference in them.
Yeah, it's pretty close. I think there might be a little bit more of like this slight spice note to the Innerwear, but very subtle.
See, I don't know why people keep saying about spice notes. I don't get any spice notes whatsoever off either of those biscuits.
Strange, isn't it?
To me,
Strange what people get, innit?
Yeah, to me they taste more like they don't quite taste like a biscuit. They taste more like a wafer.
Yeah, see, a wafer for you is not the same as a wafer for us. So yeah, I get what you're saying. We got Nilla wafers, and I think that's what you're referring to. Is that kind of wafer? That makes sense.
Yeah.
The fuck's a vanilla wafer?
It's like
It's like what you call a
it's
wafer,
like an
but it's a
ice cream
vanilla
wafer.
flavor. It's like a vanilla. No, it's a vanilla version of the wafers you guys call wafers. When we hear wafer, we think those crispy things that come like with the frosting layers in between, like strawberry, chocolate, and vanilla. Those are wafers.
You're fucking weird, you lot.
No, I'm on more like in the UK, like the ice cream wafers. You know, the rectangular
wafers,
ones that you just put a slab of ice cream in between.
In between. That's a wafer.
Yeah.
See, that's not. Yeah.
Gary Foster says, "Is there such thing as a micro samples for multiple flavors?" Unfortunately, no.
Once in a while,
Rocky
you can
says
see
that DIY Canada sells 3 mil samples.
As in say, I was gonna say.
I know some places used to sell a dram, didn't they? They used to sell a dram of flavour, which I think is around about 3-4, which is like a 3 or 4 mil.
It's like 3 fingers.
Some places used to, but I think it fell out of favour because the 10 mils dropped so cheap.
So yeah,
that it just wasn't worth them bottling up a 3 mil flavour.
I can't
don't
remember
think we get
what,
them over here. I don't think you get them over here. Samples like that.
I can't remember. I was just talking to someone the other day, and maybe I can come back with this later on another episode later. But there are some companies that still will do those 3 mil samples, but you have to message them in order to try and get those because they're not on the sites. I believe, if I'm not wrong, I think you can do that with medicine flour. Talk to them about getting 3 mil samples instead of 3 mil sample pack. I believe is what
I think. Rocky's in chat saying that he's been trying to get Flavora to do a sample of a gallon for milk and honey.
Sample of a gallon.
Yeah,
gallon. That's because he's used to getting his in drums. He gets 55-gallon drums. That's why he wants to try something smaller.
Well, he has to since he says he bathes in it and soaks all his cotton in it and his coils. Everything's pre-soaked.
Zipper says they tossed away 150 3 mil samples, and DIY Canada also do them still. But unfortunately we don't get them over here. I've never seen them do 3 mil samples ever. No. Like I say, 10 mil you can get for like fucking 50 pence. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So it's not really worth them doing.
Watch the sites too, because usually a lot of times when they come out with a new flavor pack, Bull City still does them. A lot of times they come out new flavor packs. Although they're still 10 mils, they'll be a little bit cheaper than buying them all individually.
Yeah, if you go over to Alchemist Cupboard, they do sample packs, don't they?
I think they're 10 mil.
They're 10 mils. But they're 10 mil sample packs. It's like a selection of samples of fruits.
Yeah.
You know, you get fruits or desserts.
Oh, okay, so you can ask to buy 3.7 mil bottles from Medicine Flower. That's what I thought. I remember you saying, Fitty, and yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, they're still going to cost £27 each, mind.
Yeah, plus VAT.
Hope not, but yeah, that does sound like I mean, I haven't been disappointed with the ones I've had so far. So,
I mean, granted, that's just the blueberry and the dark chocolate, but they're fantastic blueberry and dark chocolate.
Do you think they should do smaller samples than 10 mil?
No, 10 mil.
You know what?
Because like SSA, if you're starting off and you just want to try SSA, it's only about 139.
Mm-hmm.
And you can always, with noms, you can always go to the clearance section and pick up some half price.
Yeah,
looking at a couple here in noms, and they've got peaches, white chocolates with whipped creams.
I usually go there when I'm all done building my cart. I'll go through
and then
and anything that's in there that I don't have gets put in my list because eventually I'm going to need to test it. So, yeah.
The thing for me with getting a 3 mil sample of a flavor is it depends on the flavor house as well, because if you pick it up from one of the weaker flavor houses, so you have to mix it at like 10 to 15% to actually get a good idea of what that flavor is. 3 mil isn't going to go far, and I don't think that's that's going to be enough for you to decide whether you like it or not.
Mm.
Thank you,
like
Liam. I was
that-
about to
10
bring
mil.
that up, and I'm glad you brought it up first. But that's
It's
exactly
like
what I
that
was about to
chocolate
say.
yum cake. I was like, that going 6%. And I was just pouring in my bottle going, look at all that money just going in that bottle.
Yeah.
And then it comes out and it boosted from about 50p for 60 mils to about 70p for 60 mils. Why am I complaining?
I believe it was Steve. Was it Stephen Lane or was it Steve O? One of them started off and they bought a bunch of, oh, these are really cheap. Bought a whole bunch of old TPA thinking they got away with it. Oh, this is a nice way to cheaply start out. And then realized they all were like 10 to 15% flavors and
Yeah.
realized, well, this was a mistake. I didn't save any money in the long run.
And as Fiddy said, from a business standpoint, it makes sense for 10 mil and not less, because by the time you've paid for that 3 mil or 5 mil flavor anyway, it's not going to be that much cheaper than buying a 10 mil from them.
Yeah.
And the labelling is going to cost the same
Well,
same
they just
price.
get
And the
drippers.
bottle's
Get
gonna be
sealed little
similar
drippers.
price
you know,
too.
like you get aftershave, where you just
Yeah.
rip off the top.
I do believe, yeah, 15 or 30 is more reasonable. I don't think that having only 30 and above is. There are companies that do
no.
that.
Yeah,
No,
I
they-
find that if you go to Dark Star, you can only buy 30 mils, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I'd be a bit annoyed if I bought a 30 mil flavor that I spent like £4 on, and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
It's
No,
like,
whereas with
for
them-
me, it's like the Medicine Flower Lemon. I was so excited getting that, spending £25 on that, and then the Salubrome Lemon's better, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Your palate can make a difference. So spending a lot of money on a flavor, you try to get as many people as you trust, and then still you're still taking a risk because it's possible you might not like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you find your favourite twin. Go on, make recipes from
Yeah.
different people on ELR, then suddenly you'll click with one and then try his other recipe, and you're like that. That's why Levin's built up so many people following him, because people just click with what he used to do. Don't know why. I had to add that. I couldn't give him a compliment, could I? I couldn't let him.
no, but
I took it out,
That-
mate.
that's the thing. I think I had around about 600 people following me on the LR, and it
Yeah.
was because I was constantly pumping out recipes, and a lot of people actually did like them, and they had the same sort of palate as me, which is why I think when I was doing the flavor notes, they got taken so well by the community because people shared similar palates.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, for me, the one I used to like mixing is Mill Nikon's stuff. Nice, simple recipes, 3 flavors, 4 flavors.
Well, he's just popped in.
Too late, I have it.
Same, Birdman. We're equal.
Yeah.
Yeah, Birdman and I can see at an eyeball level when we stand up next to each other.
So, is there any more that you used to use then that you don't use now?
You know, another factor that can happen too, and I found this from Rocky, Alpine strawberry. Tried mixing it on my own. Don't always go by the ELR percentages. Find someone's recipe and try it that you trust. Because I did not like the recipe I made with using the median flavor in it, but I tried Rocky's recipe using a little bit lower, and guess what? So much better.
Yeah, I've always gone if I've never mixed by the median anyway. I always look at the median and then shave some off it for the first time I'm putting it in the recipe or the first time I'm mixing it. I've got that experience now where I look at the median, I smell the bottle and go, "Ooh, no, that's wrong." But if it's like 3%, I'll mix up at 2.25 or 2.5.
Just to be awkward.
Just just
it
shave that
can
little
go
bit
the other
off
way.
just in case, because sometimes the median's messed up by people experimenting and throwing a flavor in at 15%.
Yeah.
Especially new flavors.
And it
New
didn't
flavors
work.
tend to be either way too high or way too low with the median.
Yeah.
And Graham does the opposite. The median's at 3%. Okay, let's try 13.
No, that's never.
Hi, Nevin.
I push it up by about 1 or 2. I always like going over because I like my flavors really, really punchy.
I was just say Nevins is guilty too, and I didn't realize he's in chat. I was gonna throw him in that category too.
Yeah, he just messed up the SSA whipped cream.
Put too much in, didn't he?
Oh, speaking of, you mentioned this earlier, the vanilla swirl. SSA whipped cream works very good in place of that vanilla swirl, but without cutting out the other notes, but does smooth out still without muting other flavors. I like that one. That's
Which
a good one.
reminds me, did you give me my bottle back because you couldn't find yours the other day?
Your bottle? No, I don't know. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if there's any flavors I used to mix a lot with that I don't really mix a lot with.
All right, Nebs.
I can't really think of many because I still reach for some of the old flavors anyway.
JVJ says, has anyone got a good recipe for a blue ras custard?
That sounds familiar. Is it Rocky?
We
Somebody
did
has
one on the show.
one. I don't know if he ever did.
Someone had one. It looked really good. Did we even try it? I didn't try it probably because I'm not a real blue ras fan. She is.
I made him a blue rice cheesecake for his birthday to be a
Did ya?
smart aleck.
I like blue ras. I do like a blue ras, to be fair. I
Um,
don't like them.
okay.
There we go. We made it on the show for someone. Blue ras custard.
There you go.
Yeah, why
Maybe
you
that's the one I remember.
made March last save with blue ras liquid barn at 6% backed up with raspberry syrup at 0.4. For the custard, it's the traditional custard, that combo of custard and aware at 1, custard premium at 2.5, and a little bit of super sweet. I put it because it was somebody mixing it for the first time. I put it at 0.75 to make it a little bit extra sweet there.
I would say it looks pretty solid. Other than
But
that's
he
not my
said he
favorite.
really enjoyed it. I can't. It was. I can picture his icon.
I'm not a huge fan of the Liquid Barn Blue Raz.
I'll put that in
I'd
chat.
I have it, but I think I'd swap out the Blue Raz for me. But other than that, it looks really good.
It's just, but if your mix main flavour is 5% and you cannot taste it, can you just add more after the mixing, or do you need to start again? You could add more, but you're probably not going to know how much you're putting in, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
I
mean?
use a spreadsheet for that.
But with alt graphs.
Yeah.
It really would depend on how much you used of it too. If you just did a drip or a couple drips, and like you made a 30 and you made a couple drips, it's not going to make that much of a difference. You could add more and see how it is. And the next bottle might be slightly different, but it'd be close. But if you're doing like a 10 or a 5 and you're doing that, it could completely change it.
I've always preferred to just remix. If I'm tasting a recipe and I think,
It's a little
that
bit weak.
flavor, that flavor needs to go a little bit higher. Especially because you've already vaped some of it anyway. You can't just go, right, I'm going to put an extra 2% in the bottle, because that extra 2% might end up an extra 3.5% because you've already vaped 20 mil of that flavor, 20 mil of that mix. So I've always just preferred to start off with a new bottle, just tweak it the extra 2%.
Yeah,
I think
like
it
you
needs,
said,
and
if you
just start
tested a
mixing.
bit of it,
And if it's good enough to tweak, you're going to vape it anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say Rocky. I knew Rocky had a blue raz.
Yeah, we can show that one off. Show that one. Yeah, I would start again myself, because you're not actually knowing how much you're going to be putting in. So if you wanted to, you think, wow, that's a banger, and you'll be like trying to do it, you might.
And
not
have you
clue
let
what
it
is.
steep? Because steeping can change the way it blends too. Make sure it's steep, not just out the shake.
Blue
Look at that.
cream dream, blue ras flavora at 1.5, cream flavora at 2, and sweetness at 0.5. So very,
And I have.
And
mixed
then all
that
you've
one.
got
It's
to do
actually
is
quite
add
tasty.
2 more flavours to that, and you can enter it to contest.
yeah. I think he might notice.
Yeah, I think the judge for the contest might notice if you take his recipe and just build on it. Just saying, you might not call that original.
Yeah, but you don't know. Where does it say? Where does it say that you
It says
cannot? But it's
it says in
original.
there.
If you add 2 more flavours to that, it's an original flavour. That's all. That was just 3 flavours that he's put in. Well, 2.
Oh
and a
no,
sweet one.
I do
Put 2
think
more
that-
to it. It's not. It's still an original, because the original.
Original
was-
depends on the judgment of the judges, which he is one of
What
People
can I
them.
say? I'm using blue ras and cream.
Did
And I'm
people
adding
hate
an app.
playing Monopoly with you, Benny?
Well, the thing is, well, if you've already got something halfway there, you've got a blue ras, you've got a cream, and you've got the sweetener in it. All you got to do is maybe put another raspberry in it, and then something else, and then you can say it's an original recipe.
Never play
because it's
charades
not
with
the same
Benny because he's
recipe.
going to try and argue. Well, they said towns have streets in it, so they said it close enough. I count streets for his. Yeah, don't play
Must
charades
be a
with Benny.
new
Must
recipe.
be a new recipe.
Yeah.
At least
It
change
is
the
today.
name.
BB Jam.
At
and
least
how I
change the
thought.
name. There you go, Rocky.
And by
I
the
don't
way,
like
Graham, who plays
peanut
boring
butter, so I wouldn't
Monopoly?
even entertain it, Nevs. Not even entertaining the peanut butter. I have never tried a peanut butter, and I never will try peanut butter because they're fucking awful.
I like
real
the
life.
Mom's one.
Yeah. I like the peanut butter
It's
myself.
still a natural peanut butter, but it's a high-end natural peanut butter. I like that one. That's my favorite
See,
at the moment.
if I was going to tackle that profile, I'd actually use F.A. Glory
Can't.
as the peanut.
Oh, it's a peanut.
Well, yeah, the PB and JRY4. I'd actually use F.A. Glory as the peanut,
Oh, I would go
And-
with you on that one. Yeah, that's a good idea.
and a little bit of the
I
Wonder
don't like peanut
Flavors is.
butter, mate.
Yeah, I know you don't. And a little bit of the Wonder Flavors peanut butter frosting.
Yeah, I've never
The-
even
the-
tried the peanut butter because
Buttercream peanut butter,
never seen
yeah.
scared
I-
of the
I-
challenge. I
I've
don't even know what
tried
peanut
them.
butter's out. I just ignore them. Just fucking fly by me, just peanut butter.
Peanut butter is one of those ones that's very dependent on people because some people like you put a drop in and they can't taste anything but peanut butter. Other people, you can crank it and they can't taste it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cloud Chuck's put into all casters, in your opinion, what are the best flavours to mix for burrow tanks at 50-50? Any flavour. I think they're burrow tanks are not lean towards more of fruits than custards of burrow tanks.
You can do desserts in it, but it's a little more difficult. It's definitely, if you're going for ease, fruits are a lot easier to deal with.
I'd say keep it basic.
Keep as
Don't-
basic you
don't-
can.
Don't try and do a complex mix because you're not going to be able to pull out those notes.
You can boost, use like 2 flavors to boost a flavor through it to help sometimes. Other times just pushing the flavor a little bit, but don't think 1-to-1 doubling and all that. There's not really a science because it depends on the flavor, how well it comes through in a burrow. It doesn't go always the same. I mean, you can start there, but work your way up, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I have to give Nevins credit.
Oh,
I have to. They did a good job of liquids. They can use it in almost any device, and they work. That's tough. I got to give them a little credit for that. I'm sorry, Graham. I just have to. It does work in almost all the devices.
for 2 weeks now.
He did a good job with something. I got to give him a little credit. When you do a good job, I try not to too. But once in a while, I have to say, like, there's a reason why Country Fudge is still in here. Damn it.
I hope you realise you're stopping him from leaving the house because he can't get his head through the door frames.
Right, what we got? So, Connor's just put, what is the best website to use for bottle shots or one shots, which isn't that's that. If you go over to ELFC at the
Flavour
moment,
Craver, is she there, Ross?
yeah, Flavour Craver, you can go over there. ELFC, you can go over the bottle discount at the moment. If you go over ELFC, you get 20% off at the moment. Also, go over to flavourcraver.co.uk for all your one shot needs. You can get some of the best recipes out there that was on the shelf.
Space Turtles on that opposite end of the peanut butter spectrum. Not enough peanut butter in them. And see, I said there's both sides. I hear both arguments. More commonly is the people that taste peanut butter through everything. But there are the people on the opposite end that need that peanut butter pumped. And it's hard to pump it without getting harsh notes because the best ones to pump up to give you the best flavor through your thing.
You've also got
They're harsh.
Wayne's doing pod recipes at the moment, isn't he? They might work in burrows quite well.
Yeah, might.
Yeah,
Might.
because I've never tried a burrow, so I don't know. Because
I'm going to be honest. Burrows can be finicky. Sometimes you can just take your regular recipe, throw it in a burrow, and it'll be fine. I've had that happen. And then other recipes I put in a burrow, it's like, wow, that tastes like crap. Or this is forward, and I lost all of that. And it happens a lot too.
I don't know. I can say that a certain person's recipe called Glamour tastes pretty good in a burrow, but it's not available anymore, unfortunately.
Yes, it is. It's
Graham.
available with vape gems.
Oh, you still have it?
Yeah.
It still has glamour.
Yeah.
He still has
Yes.
memory.
All right. Well,
They're
we'll
on
hold
sale.
on
I
his
still have
grammar 'cause it's
concentrate right
delicious.
over there, so I can still make it.
That's actually that's yours, isn't it? That's the one I gave to you.
Rocky saying peanut butter taffy, Wonder Flavours, and peanut butter noms.
Mm.
And Fidipot and Kinako,
Yeah, that works.
soy, FLV, may work good, as well as PB for IY4. You're for an IY4 double, aren't you, in there? Oh, it's pretty good.
Oh, I thought double.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine
Rocky
that's
just
still-
Rocky
You
No,
see, I
just
don't use
replaced
that.
that
I don't
recipe.
like
I
that.
like
I
IY4
use
double.
holy holy.
I
Rocky
can't.
just released that recipe, actually.
I wouldn't use IY4 double in that with peanut butter. I think it's a little bit too dirty, and it'll actually
That's what you
mask.
want. That's what you want.
It'll-
dirty.
no, but I think
Yes,
it'll actually
that's the
mask that peanut butter.
Exactly, and that's what you want. You want it masking. You want it totally gone. Space Tilly, all right, mate.
Here we
It
go.
says, most peanut butter liquids I tried were too mild, as if I'm not flavourful enough, and quite boring. It's like they tried to make the peanut butter carry the liquid.
Are
Do
you
wanna
ready
have a look-
here?
Do you want to have a look at Rocky's nutsack?
Oh, I'll grab that after. But I'm gonna show
You
this.
said yeah too quickly there.
I
man.
did, yeah.
I'm gonna share this first. This is what Rocky was talking about. He just made these peanut butter cookies. Biscuit flavored Jungle at 1, butter based VTA at 0.8, cream flavora at 0.6, milk and honey flavora at 0.4. We know it's really him. Peanut butter from Noms at 0.8, shortbread cookie SSA at 1.5, and sugar cookie cap at 1.5. So he's been playing with the new Noms. This isn't the one, Rocky. You had one that you had both peanut butters in. I grabbed the wrong one. But that actually still looks really good, Rocky.
Okay, I'll show his nutsack.
Of course you will. Here goes
So,
Rocky's
Dana
nutsack.
Flavora at 0.6, Honey Puff Cereal 101 at 1.4, and Peanut Butter SSA at 2. And there's his nutsack.
Don't
Read
that
the
beer nuts
comments.
give you a bit of salt in it? Is it a bit more
I'm
salt?
surprised he
read-
hasn't put. I am surprised he hasn't put stars next to it. Stars, 5 stars, 95%, perfect size, perfect size.
This is huge, Donald Trump.
Donald T.
Space
Right,
does,
I know what I'm doing for my Flavoura competition now. I'm just going to take the piss in the description.
does peanut butter and oatmeal work? It will do, won't it? But you get a... I don't know what you get out of it.
Peanut butter oatmeal
like-
cookie.
Yeah. You can put
You
cookie.
can do
yeah,
peanut
make it
butter
look- yeah,
peanut butter oatmeal cookie. You can
Yeah,
do
yeah,
well.
yeah.
You can do well.
And Nick's just put a peanut. Is it peanut butter? Yeah,
No,
peanut
no.
butter milkshake.
The nut sack, a nut shake. I mean,
So it's a banana nut peanut butter shake, which is banana puree Wonder Flavors at 4, Milk Cafe at 1.5, Milkshake Mullenberry at 2.5, Milky Caramel Fudge SSA at 4. Got it.
I love that
A
flavor.
4, Nick.
I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
Peanut butter SSA at 2.5 and super sweet at 0.5. I find I can just use that as a sweetener for caramel.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
additive.
Oh,
Just a,
I don't.
mm,
I've never pushed it that high. That's another one
Me
where
neither.
it pushes things high. I imagine that's.
median's at 1%, 4%. Yeah, I got to do that. Yeah,
Oh, look at
I am what I am.
I am what I am.
What else is he putting that TJ?
There you go. Rocky's got it.
new. What's that? If you click, I don't know what that is. Is that someone? Is he putting in a dodgy link in there?
What's
No,
that?
Rocky's putting the
No,
link.
Nevins.
Probably. But here's the one from Rocky that I was talking about. Dark chocolate peanut butter hearts. Bavarian cream Wonder Flavors 1.2, buttercream peanut butter Wonder Flavors at 1, dark chocolate medicine flour 0.75, peanut butter from Noms at 0.8, powdered sugar 101 at 1, sweet cocoa SSA at 0.2, and sweet coconut flavora at 0.2.
He can go get
And
fucked if I'm buying medicine flour dark chocolate just to put
Oh
that in.
God, I
Great
could go for
bollocks.
that. What the hell's it saying I'm missing?
Probably dark chocolate medicine flour.
Oh, I
Yep,
have
we
that.
have that.
Oh, that.
I definitely have that, but okay.
You've used it all the time. I use that as a one shot. Just
Yeah.
vape it.
I'm at,
No,
that was
no,
really good.
He's
One of
asked
these
me to
milkshakes.
scroll down. I'm sorry Sorry about this. I really am.
You got to show pictures.
Is that what he put? Is that what he brought up? Is that what that?
So it's Nevin. It's Nevin's selfie. Okay.
It's a selfie.
And you use the peanut butter taffy for that Wendy's milkshake, Tim.
Oh, it was the taffy. That's right. That
Because
was
when
the
you
previous
buttercream
release.
wasn't out yet.
He's put
So
a different
talking
one up.
about
No, Graham, he's put another one up there. If you click on that link, it takes you to an ELR. That TG.
oh, that one.
Yeah.
Click on that link. It takes you to his OnlyFans site. Yep.
That's why I didn't want to click it, but I've just clicked it to see what it does.
Okay. So Bolo Snickers. AP 0.35. You can't say AP. Chocolate peanut butter milk by Mullenbury at 6.5. Cookie bite. I haven't used that for ages. 2.5. Crunchy cereal by Mullenbury at 0.3. Melty caramel Mullenbury at 2.5. Milkshake Mullenbury at 1. And white chocolate Mullenbury at 0.5. Some of these Mullenburys are going to be difficult to get hold of.
Is this when he were friends with Mullenbury?
Might have been. Oh yeah, Mullenbury. Yeah, but you might be able to get some of those from.
He's put another one in as well.
SSA with MB. SSA MB line. Yeah.
Oh, is that what you just put? Bowl of Snickers.
Right, I'm gonna have to dive out a sec. I'll be right back because my Zoom is still showing Tim's share screen.
Okay, I tried. Okay, I really tried to get Mullenbury to bring back chocolate peanut butter milk. They won't. Sorry. I tried. I did attempt. I tried to direct message and see if I could get that to work. And apparently it's one of those either cost effective versus sales and stuff. It didn't make it into the new SSA Mullenberries, unfortunately.
Yeah. No, it says, I can't neither confirm or deny any suspicious behaviour in my behalf.
There he is.
Yes. It's when we were getting backhanders for fucking Mullenbury, wasn't it? Push our flavours, please. Push our flavours.
To answer Connor's question as well, when mixing potentially larger batches, does anyone use one of those spinning, vibrating whisk doohickeys? I don't personally, because I'm of the train of thought that all you're doing is actually aerating your mix and you're putting air into your mix and potentially affecting your flavours. If I'm mixing a 100 ml bottle or a 5 litre bottle, it gets handshaked. I just shake it by hand.
I used to use this spinny thing to mix them, just to mix them all together. But I don't think it makes that much of a difference.
I've stopped using the game changer because of the effort involved. Because I've got to heat the PG and VG up, and I can't overdo it because bottle melts and also, and I've got then heat. Oh, I'm just leaving.
Graham is very not. Graham and technology don't always mix.
Manabush use a shaking plate.
Yeah,
they use a shaking plate.
So Rocky dropped
Leave it
this
on there
one.
Overnight.
PB Easy 1, 2, 3. Graham Cracker Clear, DPA at 2, New York Cheesecake Cap at 3, and Peanut Butter Flavora at 1. Let's see if we can break Liam again.
It's turning out to be one of my favorite episodes. Peanut butter.
Peanut butter. I'll give you a tenner for it, Graham. I'll give you a tenner for it, game changer. Rocky Soldy's game changer, just shake and steep. Like I say, what is it? Manabush they use a shaker plate. You know, like one of these fat shaker plate things that you stand on and you go like that. They just stick 5-gallon drums on there and just let it go.
So you see Benny get one of those big old devices. Remember the one with the belt around you, shook you and stuff, and back in the day, that was exercise. Yeah. Benny's gonna get them and just hold his bottles in his hand.
Yeah. Back in day,
please get video. Please get video.
A Sawzall. He put an attachment on his Sawzall and puts his bottles in it.
I 3D printed a few. Oh, they're over there, but I 3D printed a few of those Sawzall attachments. So you can attach to your Sawzall.
I think DeMillen uses something similar to shake her bottles as well.
I use a magic wand.
See, that's just going to vibrate it. Vibrating's not the same, and that'll do similar to what Liam was saying, where it's just going to aerate.
Yeah, just sellotape the vibrator to the outside of the bottle and switch it on.
Like a round table.
You're gonna give
That's
Vicky
what.
ideas.
That's Benny's excuse for that 220-volt vibrator. He's got.
See, I just
Three-phase-
mix them by my
three-phase
hand
vibrator.
unless they're for Tim for his birthday, and then I forget to shake them because I'm just trying to whip them out all quick, and then he
No,
vapes
that-
them without them
that-
being
that's
shook.
Oh, explain
So you had
why
them
I
whipped
couldn't
out for your
taste
birthday
anything.
with an hand. Lucky
Explain
birthday.
why I couldn't taste them. She let another secret out on why I couldn't taste anything. Yeah. That
So
day.
the first one I mixed with State Lloyd's, and I forgot to check the bottle size he used because I'm so used to making my own recipes and just putting it in there to begin with. So he mixed it as a 30 mil, and I put it in a 15 mil and didn't change the bottle size, so it's got twice as much flavor as the sauce.
So, and not only that, but it wasn't shaken. So I got pure concentrate on the coil, and I wondered why my taste buds were blown out.
But
I couldn't taste shit that
To
day.
be fair, the bottle was literally half concentrate, half base. It was very obvious it wasn't shaken. He should have noticed that. And I did tell him to make sure he shook him. He just didn't hear me.
Well, noise canceling headset. You said you forgot when you went back in to remind me.
Yeah, because people were talking and I didn't want to
Domestic
interrupt,
again.
so I waited and then I forgot because I was lifted.
Oh, that was just torture. That was like a trick you play on someone when they used to
Just leave them alone.
we used to do at the shop. I used to dump Nick salt straight on someone's coil and then wait for him to do it. Yeah.
I wouldn't let him say that, lady. Wouldn't let him say that.
It's like watching tennis.
Fully both admit he should have noticed it and shaken because you should automatically just shake a bottle before you drip it.
I automatically shake
Tim,
it.
I-
Tim,
But
don't let-
I
should've
never
shaken
put
them.
my new bottles. I never put them down without shaking them, so I didn't even think. Because
Tim, do you realize she's blaming you for this?
No, I take it my fault in it as well.
Look,
We
she's
were
trying to
both-
backtrack now.
But she also didn't tell me that until way after.
But I knew you were letting it steep because it needed a steep anyway and hadn't tried it yet.
Well,
And
that
I
wasn't
felt
the
much safer
problem.
telling you on a live instead of
The
in
first,
person.
the first tester I tested was okay, not shaken, pure concentrates at the top, and mixed twice as strong as it should have been. And there's a flavor in there that's known to really mess with your taste buds a little anyway until it steeps. Wow, that was a 3-banger. Like, no wonder why my taste buds were blown out for the day, ma'am.
Lady Liberty wins.
Yeah. Matt says, I have one of those magnetic plate mixers. It's good for up to 1 litre at a time. Yeah, do you remember them ones that you could just put it in, it spins?
Yeah.
See, I don't agree with the spinny kind because that's like a centrifuge. It'll separate your liquid rather than actually mix it.
It just
I
mixes it
don't-
together. It's just to mix them
If
together.
if it's spinning though, it's more centrifuge. It'll separate.
Yeah.
You want a back and forth motion, like the Sawzall like attachment things. Those will
I
shake
have
it
no
back and
idea
forth, just
what
like
a
you're
fucking
shaking.
sauce is. Is that a magic wand?
Or
No.
Benny's 220 volts Shake Master 3000.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put one. I'm gonna get one of these in and out vibrators. Just strap it onto that so it's going like that all day.
Yeah,
Put it on table.
What Tim's on about with the Sawzall is the old battery operated saws.
Or it can be
Oh,
plugged
right.
in.
saw.
Do you mean a power saw?
Yeah,
Yeah.
power saw.
Rip saw.
Like you'd use
Bit
it
of rip
like
saw.
you'd use in construction to cut things through. It's
Yeah,
kind of
rip
like
saw.
that, but it has a
Yeah, rip saw.
rip saw. Rip saw is another
Yeah.
word for it. Yeah,
Rip saw. I know what a rip
but it goes
saw
back
is.
and
Yes.
forth motion will
Yes.
shake just like you're shaking it. Versus centrifuge, it'll spin, which when it spins, it separates. It doesn't actually. mix.
Game changers and homogenizer.
Yeah, that's a
That's what that
whole different ball game.
And Graham, Nevs has just put in, so are you sending it tomorrow, Graham? I'll send you that tenner over now. We'll sign the rights over to Glamour as well.
He's only giving you 50
magnetic
pence for that,
mixers
though.
are not gonna
50 pence for the
separate.
rights to the glamour. 50 pence for rights to glamour.
Yeah, attach the Jubilee clip to an electric multi-tool, exactly. Stick it on your... Do you know, it went days, there were people putting it on the wheels and all sorts and tie-wrapping it to the wheels for the day, weren't there?
Throwing it in their tumble dryer and everything. Yeah. Funniest one I saw was one that actually attached it to a drill, but they attached it horizontally, so it's just spinning around like a centrifuge.
All right. So to make sure that we're on the same page, because I'm not 100% sure we are, that's what a Sawzall is.
Yeah, that's a rip saw, yeah.
Yeah,
Ripsaw.
ripsaw. So I've heard them called ripsaws, but I want to make sure there wasn't any communication issues for.
No, that's a
okay.
ripsaw. This is definitely a ripsaw.
But it's no different than if you're shaking a bottle. Same idea.
How about that? Show us again.
Is that better?
Shake bottles?
You can do it in ups and down motion or left and right. It don't really matter. You can even try angles if you want. Wait a minute. We need Hanky to come on here to properly show us how to do that. He's a professional.
Nevs is saying that's my new game changer.
Yeah, is it fuck?
Oh dear. So,
The only reason I would use one like that is if I was mixing so much and my hands were getting sore.
Well, I bought it for Armatorium. I bought
Yes.
it with money for Armatorium, so it went through the company, so I could afford it, and it just increased.
Spaced it.
Hold that for a
time.
Do you see what spaced it?
Spencer, that's so mad. It's so wrong, but you're right. That was a tragedy, actually. It sucked. He's a good actor.
Yeah, I'll just tell Michael J. Fox to hold that a moment. Yeah,
There you go. I think it was Barry who mixed the blue ras custard for.
Yeah, Barry's just saying, I have a game changer. Don't think it's much good. Still need to steep it after.
Yeah, it doesn't instantly make it vaporable, but it does shave time off. It does shave time off the actual steep. So
Yeah,
instead of having to wait a month for a custard, you're waiting a week and a half.
Yes.
I had a concern about the game changer I wanted to ask you about, Liam. I meant to ask you this for a while now. Now,
Liam
Graham, you
don't
said
know
you had
cookies.
to, Graham as well. You have to heat the liquid up, right, Graham?
Yeah.
No,
Or-
just the VG.
Oh, just the VG. Okay. But if you're adding the nicotine to heated VG, won't that enhance
There you go.
and speed up the speed up the nicotine? Like,
No, you add that after. You add that once you
Once it's cooled down
homogenized.
and everything.
okay,
Yeah.
Once it cools off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's why I was concerned about, because if you add heat to nicotine, it actually will make it so.
And
it
these
oxidizes
bottles
quicker.
melt at 64 degrees.
Graham can tell you that. No, the best way probably to heat them would be technically probably ultrasonic cleaner.
No, that's what put it in.
Just put it.
And you
microwave
still
it.
melted your
in
bottles?
the-
You melted your bottles in ultrasonic cleaner?
Well, that's when I first started. Then I realized I'll get some of the proper Pyrex, not Pyrex. The begins with B, bro. The proper.
Oh, the glass, that
Because,
glass.
yeah.
Yep. What is it called? I can't remember it either. I used to know it really well. We used to have to use them. Bromine or something like that.
Yeah, it's some glass which doesn't break in high heat.
Bromine glass. Yeah, it is bromine glass or boroscolic,
Yeah.
borosilactate or whatever.
See, Hedgie, I'm the same, except I don't throw mine in the bin. I just throw mine straight in my RTA.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll even vape some of like the rubbish mixes. I just go, oh, vape that.
Put the chubbies in a dishwasher.
Yeah,
Interesting.
65 degrees. Rocky says
learning-
microwaves will melt bottles too. Don't ask how I know.
Oh, ask Benny how he knows. Where's your
Mine was in the fridge. Mine was in the fridge with that fucking that bent. But that was with what is it? Menthol.
the menthol? That was in a fridge. It
It
melted
was
like
in the
that.
fridge. Yeah, it was in the fridge.
How?
I have no idea. It was fucking went in the fridge, but nowhere
That is
else.
the most distorted bottle I've ever seen that wasn't completely melted away.
Yeah, it was in the fridge. Didn't been in the fridge for
That's
about 3
great.
years. Right,
That's
we are
gotta
coming
make
up to
you
that
think
time.
about vaping menthol, Benny.
Yeah, see, that's what it does to bottles. It makes them lean. It's no good for the old wiener.
To the left or to the right, Benny?
I'm pretty sure you shouldn't be dipping that in menthol anyway, Benny.
Ooh. That's just no, I don't think so.
For
Them
minty breath.
jalapenos.
Yeah.
Oh no, don't bring that up on a live. That was bad.
Right, we have come up to that time. We will go around and say our goodbyes. We will start with Lady Liberty, since she's halfway through a laughing fit.
Thanks for coming out, guys. Bye. Go ahead, Liam.
Thanks everybody in chat, been great as always. And visit Vape Gems for all of your for all of your e-liquid needs. And I will pass it over to Tim.
Tonight, golf tea vapes, as long as we're back in time. We do have to make a trip to the hospital quick after this, unfortunately. But yeah. And then on Saturday was jammy desserts. Jammy desserts on Saturday is what we're going to be going over. So yay. I'm actually looking forward to that one. Excited. I want to try some of the new Noms jams. And I'll pass it to Graham.
Okay, vape jams as normal. If you want to take out, I've got them all pop over. But if you're just starting out and you need any help, I'll put the Facebook group in. That's Monkey on Juice Facebook. You can contact me through there, and I'll happily, if you're happy doing a Zoom, sit there with you for about half an hour and a half, and take you through some of the flavours to help you start out and help you.
It'll cost you £1.50 an hour to use my Zoom room.
I'll pass it over to Benny.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everybody, joining us. It's been absolutely fantastic. You do keep us going with your questions. Like I say, if you have got any questions, go over to Monkey on Juice. You can put them in there. Do ask them if you've got any questions. Put them in there. We'll answer them next week. You can bring them up in the chat. Thank you very much for my casters for joining me week in, week out. Much appreciated. Go over to watch Tim on any DIY mixing show that you can find. He's on there somewhere. You can also get in touch with Liam, Graham, and all that lot in any social media. You'll be able to get hold of them if you want some help. Also, go over to flavourcraver.co.uk if you want any one-shots. They have all the chef's ones there because that's where they were. That's the original ones. And don't forget, if you are going over to Noms, you can use Fluff.
Fluff.
And for a birthday present from me to you, for my birthday, I got a month off for 10% off at BCF
Exactly.
with my code.
Yes, if you are in the States. But if you are using Noms, do go over and use AAFL for 15% off. So, and that's from your total order. So go over if you are going over those and use that. So we will see you again next week, same time, same place. Good night.
Bye.
Love you all.
Bye all.